I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Let me see here. I'm trying. This is Treya, and welcome to the Real Estate Apostle channel. My channel is dedicated to helping middle-aged Americans like myself overcome the fear of leaving behind the comfortable six-figure income job to start a business. And I want to help my fellow Gen Xers open up and change their mindsets to know that we can and able to achieve our dreams. So let's get started. All right. So the platform that we're talking about tonight is Turo. Turo is a ride sharing company that allows you to put your personal vehicles on this platform, this ride sharing platform, and earn money as a Turo host, where you're hosting these vehicles for people to rent. And it's been a great business that I started in July, and I'm excited that I'm here so many months later and still excited and happy about Turo. So let me get some sounds over here. Excited and happy about Turo. All right. So let me get some sorry. Some sounds over here. All right. And like I said, getting started with this. I'm kind of new to this live stream, and I've been doing it now for about 6 weeks, and I'm excited. I've got some new equipment. I've learned a lot. I'm taking the lead attorney's YouTube course, and he's actually have a second part 2 that's out. And God darn it, I did something incredible here, and now I just made it disappear. Let me see here. Where is the StreamYard? StreamYard, come back. Maybe, is this you? Okay. All right. So just bear with me a little bit because I'm kind of what they call struggle streaming here. So I moved it over here to make a new monitor, and then see what I can do over here is look off into the spot, and so I could have this playing over here. There we go. All right, cool. And now to see about ears. Let's see here. All right, so today's episode, what we're going to be talking about is, can you make money on Turo? And I'm excited because for those of you who don't know, I quit my 6-figure income job 2 years ago to start my ambitious efforts to become an entrepreneur. And along the way, I've made some, I won't say mistakes, but I've learned a lot. And I'm just excited to be able to share my testimony with you, so you don't have to take all of the bumps and bruises that, I took by just kind of trial and error on this thing, because there's really no book. It's up to you. Like, I'm sure there's people that have books out there, but all that to say is that there's no real instruction. It's something that you've got to do. It's an internal change. It's an internal something. It's exciting. I'm just excited that I'm going through this metamorphosis, and that I'm able to document it and share in hopes of helping my fellow American or just fellow human being. And so here I am putting this all together here, and hopefully if someone is here and they're going to come up and talk, I'll be able to hear them. So I guess maybe I'll just put that on if and when that happens, if somebody is able to want to come up here. So we're going to get this started off tonight. I did kind of I was a little bit late, so I'm going to just say beg my pardon, please, for coming in late. However, it's been a long week, and I had some time off, and I wanted to spend some quality time with my family, which I did, and we had a great evening out, and so it was worth the little bit of the few minutes that I'm late here, and I'm willing to stay on to go all night if I'm called upon to do that. But hopefully I'll just come in. I'm going to drop a few gems or just kind of catch you up on what my week was like. And one more thing, I'm going to turn this on here. So just beg my pardon if we get some feedback here, but I'm just excited with all this new knowledge and these new toys. Let's see here. Go there. and this new knowledge and there. Okay, now here we go. So, like I said, I was a little bit late, so I'm kind of a bit unprepared. So I could have probably maybe made y'all wait a little bit more, but everything seems to be working pretty decently, so I'm okay with it. And I'll get caught up as I go because I'm just excited because of the title of, you know, a lot of people ask about can you make money on Turo? And the exciting thing that happened today was that let me just do this really quick because these new lights, new lights is really very intense here. But okay, so today was exciting. So I had my only car that was available was my Ford Mustang, and I had it parked at the airport in hopes that if it got booked, it, you know, would be booked out there in the airport. However, someone did book it last night, and they booked it for my drop-off spot here, my little local office depot. So I had to go drive to the airport to pick up the car and bring it back here. But I also had found finally a shop to do the collision work on my convertible Mustang. So let me see here if I've got this screen here. I got something I'm trying to share, but I'm in this new environment. Look here. All right, salute to the real estate apostle. This is lead attorney. Thank you for showing up here, and I'm excited because I got my new equipment here, and you would be amazed like how this looks. It's not as great as your setup, but you know, I'm a work in progress here, and I'm just excited to be here and still able to be talking about this Turo thing that's been going very splendid. I had a really exciting testimony today because, like I said, I've been trying to find somebody to work on the convertible, the ragtop, which I did. So I was able to drop off that Mustang, and then the Edge has its appointment on the 26th, and then so those two will be out. But the funny thing is that my silver Edge, a guest was in it, and they text me to say that the running beam headlight wasn't illuminating. So I had pulled it off. I pulled it off, and it had a booking. So I had to cancel this guest trip, the other guest that was going to pick it up trip. And so anyway, things didn't work out right. I guess they got suspicious on how this thing, a lot of this Turo stuff is new. So people get a little bit worried or scared thinking you're trying to run the scam or whatever. So anyway, this person didn't want to book. I offered her my Black Explorer. It was the only vehicle that I had available. And, you know, she's coming in from the airport, and her rental got canceled from the, I think it was Enterprise. Anyway, so she didn't take it. But anyway, the guy ran out to another spot. Was all good. But it was an exciting lesson for me because I had to take that car to the shop this morning too. So I was really juggling a lot of stuff. So it was really exciting. I got the one Mustang to the spot, then the other Mustang from the airport down to the drop spot, got it off, and also the Edge is in the shop for the headlight, which is some kind of crazy freak thing because the whole light needs to be replaced. So I have 3 cars that's not, you know, producing anything right now, but I'm just excited because the other ones are still working, and the income is coming in good, and it's working great. So I got this here from the lead attorney who supports the students in a very remarkable way. Like, really doesn't have to do this, and I just really thank you so much for being really a good person. I can tell you're a good guy. You know what I mean? Like, you're a good guy, and he has a great show too, and gives a lot of support and encouragement to a lot of new YouTubers and etc. and those kind of things. So, like I said, tonight I kind of just rolling in here and talking about my day and how trying to keep everything organized here. Started getting more of these tickets, started coming back in again too. So I guess they kind of come in in waves. So it's a lot easier now since I already dealt with it in the past. I kind of already know what to do, and I have gotten that done too. And the other thing that I would like to remind people, when I went to the Ford dealership today, I've got these people now are excited about what I'm doing, and they want to, get some more understanding about it. And they're following me now on this YouTube. And one lady there wants to partner and, really start doing this. A lot of people are really starting to get into this point where they're frustrated with the work, or just tired of it. And it's hard because we start realizing how much time and energy we give to our jobs. And it's only so many hours in a day. And if you're giving, your job half those hours and stuff, you don't have time for your family. And so I was excited because, tonight I made a point to make time to spend, with my family, take them out and, have a fun time, which we did. We went bowling and I won. I smoked them, but I was just excited to be able to get out, have a little R&R and still come keep my obligation here of talking about and helping people with this here Turo thing. So I did invite a few people, and I will put up this here banner. I wish I had my my notes here, but I didn't put any notes together because I was out having fun. It was Friday night, and yeah, I was getting ready to not do this because this is like the first, I want to say the first 2 weeks where I really just been solid with my commitment as far as like the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, been on it. Did kind of slack a little bit with the shorts. However, I did, I did like touch it like, maybe 5 times in a week. I can still see the growth and all that good stuff. But I just was getting ready to just, not do it. But I figured I'm just go ahead and do it because, it's really helping me out, and it's feeling good to be able to share this knowledge with people and see how it's growing. So let's go ahead and start showing some details here. If I can remember how to make up these screens and share, not on this side because that's just a monitor. So go here to Turo. And the great thing also, I had a question too. Someone asked, what's the difference between Turo and the regular car rental companies? So I was able to let them know that with the regular car rental companies, they have rules and regulations, right? So you have to be 25 or older to rent, have to have a major credit card, and most of them want to hold a deposit on there, $400. And the great thing about Turo is that you don't have to be 21 to rent a car, and you don't need a major credit card. You just need an ATM card or some type of a cash card or something like that in order to pay. And you only pay for the time that you are going to rent a vehicle. And the other good thing about renting from Turo as opposed to the traditional rental cars is that you have an opportunity to rent different cars. You can rent exotic cars. You can rent older cars, like antique type cars. Those are on there. And or sporty cars that you wouldn't, necessarily see at like an Avis or something like that. So you have more options. And then too, you're actually going to be able to rent the car that you want. Sometimes, not sometimes, but all the time, oftentimes with these rental car companies, if you rent a mid-size SUV, that's what it's going to say, mid-size SUV, they may show the picture of the Nissan, but when you get there, you get the I don't know what another, you get the Edge, the Ford Edge or something like that. Like you don't have any guarantee to say you're going to rent the white Ford Edge or the Black Explorer. You get what is there. And lately they've been having like nothing there. So people have been getting their car rentals canceled at the last minute at the airport. And it's been bad. So I've been excited that I've been able to like help people at these last minutes. I've been getting it and cleaning up too, because I went on and raised my prices back up and just kind of stood my ground on it. And it's been working. Like, it's been working. People are paying because you don't have a choice because there's nothing out there. And so by me having the instant bookings and the airport drop-offs, I've been able to pick up all of the slack that the airport car rental companies have been, they've been leaving a lot of bread on the table. So I've been coming in and, having my way with it. So it's been exciting for that. Okay, I'm supposed to be over here logging into this here thing. Is that it though? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just excited because this is, still makes me feel good that this is happening, and I'm just ultra super excited. Okay, and the other thing I wanted to do was read this review that I got, because it's the first time I got it where I canceled, and the algorithm would put in the reviews, the host canceled the trip, so many hours before. Like here, the host, I'm going to share the screen. Let me see how I'm going to share it. And I'll show you how I dealt with it to be able to still keep my 5 stars. Let's see. Share screen. Okay, let's see. Is that it? Oops. Wait, let me stop sharing the screen. That's the wrong screen to share. That is the backup monitor. Okay, hold up, y'all. Let me see here. All right, so I didn't got too many of these monitors. Okay, let me try this one more time. Let's see here. Share the screen. All right, so which one of these screens is that? Oh, okay, here we go. Yay, okay. Whew, okay, I was a little worried there. Let's see if I can make this look good. Okay, I like that look there. All right, so this here says on October the 18th, Ford Edge, the host canceled this trip 3 hours before it started. This message was automatically posted by Turo. So it does give you an opportunity to respond, which I responded with, my new 2022 silver Ford Edge was on a trip and scheduled for return 4 hours prior to the next trip, when the current guest informed me of the right headlight running beam was out and not working. So I had no choice but to cancel the trip that was set to start at 10:30 p.m. However, I did offer the guest a swap with my new 2022 Black Explorer. Black Ford Explorer, which I had cleaned, ready, and delivered to the airport for them to pick up at their requested time. Unfortunately, due to communication issues, the swap was no. And then it just cut off and don't let you write anymore. But I was getting ready to just explain the entire thing, because I felt like I had did a lot of work when I saw that the light wasn't working. There was no way. Let me get this off here and stop sharing the screen. There was no way that I was going to rent the car with a headlight that wasn't illuminating all the way. Like there's no way. So I felt like I did a lot, because the that Edge was already on the trip. It didn't get back until 6 p.m. And then the Black Explorer was on the trip, and it got back at 6 p.m. too. So, at least I did, wash and clean and get the Black Explorer up to the airport so they could pick it up at 10:30 when they would have arrived there. But anyway, so they didn't do it. The lady thought, I don't know, she thought I was trying to, I don't know. I'm like, hey, this car, I've got to take it off. Like, but I do have this, this is a swap. It's an upgrade, and it's going to be the same price. And at least, you have a car. Like, this was the one that the rental car company had canceled, them and stuff. So anyway, I just didn't like that populated message on there like that, make it look like I just canceled 3 hours before the trip, So anyway, that's why I wrote that big long explanation like that, because I did not appreciate that, because it was there. It was there and ready. They could have gotten into that Explorer had they wanted to. But anyway, they didn't. And whoop whoop, because it was booked out a few hours later that next morning. So all that to say is that, there's no real advertising or any real promotion or anything like that to do to get the bookings on Turo. You list it and it's going to get booked because it's a need. These things are needed, and people need rental cars, and when they're not available, they're going to come to you. So I wouldn't worry about that. But anyway, I still didn't want that to tarnish my, I really take pride in my my nice reviews. I love what people say about the cars. I love providing the service. And again, like I said, when I was up at the Ford dealers today to get this headlight fixed and stuff like that, I saw, the people saw me and stuff, and they are like, it's super rooting for me. And some of them want to, pursue this too. And it'll be great because they kind of have like a heads up or, inside scoop too on these cars. And I'm just excited because now I've fulfilled the obligation of buying the ones, the full price. And now my purchases in the future are going to be at wholesale prices, so I'm just excited because then that will be more profit for me. And I knew that going in that, me buying these new cars and getting them financed, that it wasn't going to be a lot of profit. However, I was, knowing, consciously, intentionally building up this business and the business credit and all that good stuff. And, I'm glad to report that the business credit continues to grow, and things are just moving and grooving quite nicely. And I'm just excited because the plan works if you keep working the plan and just keep being consistent, and the things work. So I'm just excited about that. And okay, yeah. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. We like and subscribe here. Yeah. And like and subscribe, and leave a comment or a question. So I have also to show some more of this here, some more of these wonderful reviews. Let me see if I'll show one more, or what else could I show on this thing here? Oh, and the other great thing was when I was there at the dealership, the my 11:30 pickup in the little Mustang was texting the pic and all that stuff at the time. So I was able to show them how I do, the check-ins remotely like that. And they were super impressed, with it, because here I am out. So imagine if I had to actually be there to meet this person and hand them off the keys. And in the meantime, I need to, get to the shop to take the car, because the longer I'm not able to get it to the shop to get fixed, I can't rent it, right? So you're still needing to handle business, with this Turo business and stuff like that. So I'm able to be at the actual shop, and then the guest is sending a text, and I'm just simply, verifying who's there and opening the door and letting them in. And I'm, that just excited me, and I was happy to be able to show them that too, because a lot of us, especially us middle-aged people, we didn't served, you didn't serve, 20, 15, 20, 30 years on the workforce, and you about tired, the whole enthusiasm that you initially felt for your career of choice. Like for me, ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a nurse. I was always nursing the people in my neighborhood. Even as a little kid, like that was always what I wanted to do. I always wanted to do things to people, to help them, not, sound like that. But, so, that's all I did as an adult. That was my whole adult something. But after a while, all that, the work part of it just starts to kind of really, build on you. So you just really ready for a break, like, because you start to see that, it's just work. It's work, and it's the same old, same old, same old. And you start thinking like there's got to be something else. Like, really, how much more, how much more of this do I have to take? And for me, I just made sure I did that when I was raising the kids because it was stable income and all that stuff. But now, since I don't have to play it safe because kids are, I've finished that little job there. Now I could take a chance and, try to do something, for me, and which will benefit, everybody too. Because if you do what's best for you first and, get yourself up, then it's easier for you to help pull other people up, or lead them how to get there, blaze a trail, lead the way, and then you could help others, right? That should be, a passion or goal, for you if you're planning to, want to have wealth. I think you're able to keep it when you share. And that's how you get blessed with more stuff, by sharing. Sharing is caring. So I'm just super excited too, because something new that I did was I started I posted on I've got some old channels, like I got like 4 channels, right? And so after taking this whole mastermind class, I learned a whole bunch of things as far as like having a niche for your topics for your channels, and how these little variety channels don't work and all that stuff. And so, there's some things I like. I'm an artist, so I got a lot of stuff to say. And I'm just happy that all those channels that I have now, I could start kind of cultivating those and developing those and watch them grow, which I did. Like I did a video on my little hair channel discussing this big chop that I did, like if y'all don't know this. But anyway, and there's like, it's growing because I'm sure there's like a community of us women. Anyway, if you want to know more about that, I'll leave a link to that channel in the description box for those to whom it may concern. To whom it may concern. But anyway, back here at this Turo, and all that to say, because these things to me, they really sync together. Because if you're trying to do something and you are having some, issues with your esteem about your appearance or how you feel about yourself, it's going to be that much more difficult to be successful, because you will self-sabotage, you will self-sabotage and you will just self-sabotage. All right, so let's see here what I wanted to show again on this here Turo was, what was it? I done forgot. I done forgot. Anyway, this is really going to just kind of be me making sure I kept my commitment, because I'm not even really sure what the topic is. Can you make money on Turo? Oh yeah, so I did talk about the difference between the rental car companies and Turo. And the other difference is that the Turo allows you as a host to be able to start your own business, as opposed to rental car company, which is just going to be a big corporation. That is not right. So since there's really nobody out here for real, I'm just going to, it was a nice little Friday night, and maybe I might even reconsider the lives that I'm going to do. Maybe Friday night might not be a great night to do this. Maybe I'll change over to, I'll play around with the dates and stuff. It's still kind of fresh and new. And I really like it when, you guys are out there and having questions and comments. It makes this a lot easier for me, and I feel more reward because I'm actually, helping and all that stuff. I'm not just up here trying to, get some minutes or something like that. I really do enjoy sharing and helping and all that good stuff. But anyway, so just come back on Monday and or look to, I'll be, I posted a video on demand, I think yesterday, maybe, or the day before. Anyway, I'm posting. I'm still keeping my commitment and still doing the things I need to do here and all that good stuff. So I'm excited about that. And thank you so much for following me. And I'll see y'all in another video. Peace and love, and like and subscribe and